First or Last Gaming, sponsored by Anthony Van.
I got your check ready. How you guys want to do this? So write your name.
What's going on, you guys? Slumpy here with First or Last Gaming, and who are we here with?
Eliseo.
All right, and what did you do this weekend?
I got 6th at the Seattle Regionals.
All right, and what deck did you play?
This Marincess garbage.
Marincess. Oh, God,
Wu-Tang
yes. What made you decide to play Marincess for this weekend?
I'm not good at tier.
Okay. And before we get into the deck profile, do you have any shout-outs you want to give out?
Shout out to Cal, always scrubbing out. Shout out to Willie Moto, always scrubbing out. Shout out to George. He topped, but, lost here next time. Can't be doing that. But, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile.
All right, so first card is the starter. Wu-Tang, best card in the deck. 4 hand traps and a starter. That's all you need. Then we got 3 Seahorse, 3 Spring Girl, 3 Piscalis, and 1 Mandarin. Some people play more of this. I only like 1. These are all, I think, the best ratios for this. I wouldn't change anything there. The Sleepy Maiden is garbage, and anyone who plays the other one is like whatever. And then 2 Sign of Mining. Joel's kind of in the format a bit, but I still want to be able to not brick at all. And 3s is like too much. 1 and then 2. This could be 3, but I like it 2. And this lets you play around Nibiru sometimes, and then because that's in the format. And this is also just the 3rd copy. And then you have the 1 wave, which is Blessed card. And the hand trap lineup is 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Droll, and 3 Emperor. So the reason why I was winning in the regionals, I kept drawing 3 at least of hand traps. And when I didn't draw 3, my opponents ended on inoptimal boards, and I was just able to out-engine them at that point. This is the only card I'd really change because it didn't do anything, but that's also because Runic Stun was, there. Mm-hmm. And then we have 2 Chalice and then 3 Droplets. The reason behind this in the main was SP Knight kind of kills this deck, and so does Caesar, and so does the Blue Dog for Unchained, and so does a bunch of other random individual cards, so these just go into it a bit differently. Mm-hmm. I did steal some games because Chalice is pretty good, and also didn't lose to Makonko because the Droplets is pretty good. But those are that.
How many cards in the main?
40. Double C.
Did you ever think about playing like Ghost Ogre maybe instead of like Droll or like Chalice, to out like SP and like other cards?
Yeah, it's also good against Infernoble and a bunch of other stuff too. Centurion. There's only 1 Centurion play that I actually saw on the top, so it didn't. That was the 42, so I replaced that with the Chalice because I felt that Monster Effect Negation is actually pretty good right now, and if I'm going first, setting Chalice and then having like an Imperm and then a Veiler in hand, I just kind of sometimes just beat the Rescue Ace, which I thought was going to be the most popular build, even though I only played 1 of it. But yeah, Chalice actually was really, really good for me. Every time I saw it, it was actually just amazing. So nice. Would I cut it? Maybe. Extra is pretty standard. The 2 Sea Angel, 2 Slug. Not a lot of people playing this, but I didn't lose to Runic Stun because of this card, because it couldn't affect my monster, even though I couldn't do anything with it because I was under Messenger Piece. But I think that's just always 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Zelandis, best card in the deck. If this card wasn't in existence, I wouldn't even play this deck. There are so many times I OTK'd my opponent because this card is just amazing. If you go into Link for the Boba Reef and then special summon back a Marincess monster is banished, preferably one of the links off of Spring Girl. Go into this, activate effect, special summon out, back this, the link, and then this. That's almost always just game. If you have 1 extender, that's always game. So, because this is always going to give the plus 2,000 from the field spell, and then 45, and then you just need that other monster. Dueler's pretty good, and then the dump package. I was going to play not Splash Mage, but a 3rd Slug, and then the Charmer link to, but because Super Paul is kind of crazy. But I realized that if I just make my monster and extra monster unaffected, it doesn't matter. So, and then that was the extra. And then side, Game of Seal for purely. I would probably play Spellbound or Encore over this, but this also does help me OTK because I can special into my bonus board and then Zealantis it back to my field, and then I'll just need 1 more monster in this game. Phantasme. This was a last-minute change. I did really like this because it just protects me from SP and then Unchained. Obviously, they're just going to get rid of it at a point, but I'm already drawing a card for that and it's replacing itself, so it doesn't really matter. 3 Jewish Swarm because Tier and Unchained, and then triple Cosmic. A lot of people weren't playing this, but it's also because this I won game 2 against a Runic Sun player. And then I drew into game 3, but we were in 1 minute in time and I wasn't going to lose. So, and then 3 Eclipse. This was going to be a lot of different cards, but again, this is on the assumption that Sincharon was going to be a deck. And therefore I decided to play this. Also is good against stuff like Infernoble if you're going first, against Unchained going second because it books the Caesar, and a bunch of other stuff that is just good either going first card or going second card. I actually didn't lose to Makonko because I kept booking their monster and they kept attack for game. So we went to game 3, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So that was the deck list.
Nice.
Yep.
Did you have any changes you wanted to make to the deck besides changing the draw?
Ironically, for that particular regional, I would probably put in 1 Duster because I always like to play 1 Duster just for there can only be 1, which is Vanquisher's Soul. Because I always plays it. And then Chalice would also have been something I would have changed. So it would have been -3 Droll, and then replace the Eclipse in the side with it. And then main deck, another copy of Chalice, and then 2 copies of Chalice. And then I'd find a space for maybe the 41 card being Duster.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. Congratulations on your top. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. This is something else.
You guys want dessert?
Thank you.
Pass it. Okay. I'll get your check ready. How you guys want to do this? So write your name so you don't mix it up with anyone else's. I got 1 check right now.